And we're back to Palace Station for part 2. In this video, as you recall, I played way too fast on this session. Therefore, there are a lot of errors. Bad for me, good for you, because I'm going to point out every one of them. And this video is pure straight play. There's no do-overs in this game, so when I make a mistake, I'll be sure to let you know about it. Video poker is a game of probabilities and percentages, and the house has a built-in edge along with player error. So when you add those two together, that's their profit. So it behooves me to not make so many errors as I do in this video. I think it all stems from playing too quickly, and hopefully you can gain something from this video. If you play too quickly, you're going to make a lot more errors, and that increases the house edge against you. You can be sure in the future I'll be playing much more slowly. So here in the upcoming hand, I should have held the small pair, the 2 5s, much more valuable than holding the ace. That was a major error, by the way. In this upcoming hand, Speed Demon, I should have held for the straight flush. I only held the jack and the queen.
Should have caught that 8 there.
That was a very, very minor error. It could go either way. I lost 0.8 of 1% on that error. Very, very minor. In this upcoming hand, the ace-queen is not the correct hold. It should have been all 4. I forfeited a 6% advantage over to the casino with that play. Got to slow down.
Needed that. I'm going to do a few backup spins on $10 mode. Now let's go 5.
Right here we have an ace going towards the straight flush. Whenever you have that situation and another high card, it's almost always the ace for the straight flush.
Missed that lower end there. Should have gone with the aces and the lower end cards there.
Missing that straight flush cost me 3.8%. In the upcoming hand, the king and the queen are actually the correct hold. If the 10 were a jack, then you would hold all four. If the 10 were a queen, you would hold the two queens. If the 10 were a king, you would hold the two kings. Made another mistake, 5.6% forfeit to the casino. Here we have that straight flush situation again with the ace, and then you have the face card. It's almost always the right play to do the ace with the other two cards for the straight flush.
There we go.
Now in this upcoming hand, this is purely a gut shot move. I'm just going for the $1,000 that would happen with the threes. Obviously going for the flush is the correct move. I forfeited 21.2% over to the casino making this shot here. That's a major error, but I just wanted to get up in the count, and so I took that shot.
Bad play, but it worked out well.
Here we are again with the face card and the ace for the straight flush. Always hold the ace for the straight flush over the two cards that I held here. It's a minor error, forfeit 3.8% to the casino. Holding for the four of a kind and twos is the correct hold here. The straight flush is not. It's a whopper of an error, 44.6% advantage to the casino. Having massacred this session with all my errors, I'm resorting to prayer on this hand.
We're okay, thank you.
Well, I guess we'll continue on with the confession of my sins with all these errors in this session. Maybe next time my prayers will be answered when we hit some aces. The queen is actually the right hold here. I ended up changing my mind and went for the 2-gap straight flush, which is incorrect. Had the 3 been a 4, it would have been a 1-gap straight flush, and that would have been the correct hold. However, I made the mistake when I went for the 2-gap straight flush. Always hold for the face card. The royal flush might seem plausible here, but in this game, always hold for the aces over 3 to the royal. Three to the royal against them aces? Nope. Always hold the aces. I've been confessing my sins throughout this video. Prayer didn't work last time. I figured I'd curse them aces this time. And cursed I am. This is an interesting hand. If the ace of hearts were a jack of hearts, you would hold for the straight flush. Otherwise, you just hold 3 to the royal.
Trying to get myself back to $1,000 here. Although I do gotta go pick up the wife pretty soon. I haven't heard a message from her yet, so I'm still playing. $100 straight. Aces right now would be very helpful. Four of anything would be very helpful at this point.
Obviously, holding for the flush here is the right play. Just took another gut shot.
Well, as I mentioned, that was my wife and sister-in-law getting out of the Wind Spa. I'm at Palace Station, literally 3 or 4 or 5 minutes away. Got to go pick them up. We are all going to the Strip House at Planet Hollywood, what it looks like. And Strip House comes from New York City. It's a great steakhouse if you've never tried it. It's on the mezzanine level of Planet Hollywood. Please check it out. You'll really enjoy it.
Getting over to Planet Hollywood, take Harmon. It's the best way to cross the Strip. If you're dining at a privately owned restaurant inside a Caesars property, you must check in with Caesars Reward to get a comp voucher. In this case, they were closed. Caesars ended up comping it to me anyway, regardless. The Strip House is one of New York City's finest. They've been in business for 22 years. They know exactly what they're doing. If you're flying solo, you can go ahead and have a seat at the bar and order from there. The food is absolutely delicious. If wine is your thing, they have a very extensive wine list. You will not be disappointed with their selections. They're also well equipped to handle large groups. It's a very large restaurant, has a very nice ambiance. You'll really enjoy it.
Oh, you did right. So here we are at the Strip House New York City restaurant with Jamie and Kelly of Slot 500 Club.
Hey!
We've got the unknown $100,000 video poker champion over here next to me who chooses to remain anonymous, but here's his filet mignon. Here's my New York strip, the best cut in the world. My wife and her adorable sister Marissa. This is their salmon and their lobster tails. Check out the Strip House, New York City, born and bred, awesome restaurant.
And don't forget to try their 24-layer chocolate cake. It is shareable. I just learned as I was making this video that John Madden passed away. Anybody who's ever touched a football, lived in Oakland or here in Vegas now that we have the Raiders here, it's a sad day for all of us. He was a head coach among head coaches. He led his team to victory in Super Bowl 11 in 1977. When he retired and went into broadcasting, he won 16 Emmy Awards. He never had a losing season as a coach. His win percentage is second in the NFL history. He's inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2006. Millions of kids across America know him for having played Madden football with their video games. So it is a sad day in football. John Madden, you were a great one. You meant a lot to me. Rest in peace.